excited to be here today, and I can honestly say I would try and do a backflip, but I don't want to hurt myself today. And I've never been sign language before, so this is all new to me. I just want to start today and see where, there we go. Today I want to talk about unleashing your inner superpower. And just like Che was talking about everyone having a gift and having an ability, I think everyone has, yes, an ability and a gift, but it's more something that is like a superpower. There's one thing that you're really good at, and maybe you're going to school and you're studying something and you don't necessarily know if it's the career path that you want to take. So I want to challenge you today to unleash your superpower. So I'm going to start today by playing a game with you. I'm going to tell you 3 things about myself, and you guys have to guess which one is the lie. So this one's kind of weird. Walter's a little older than Wayne, so I don't know why I picked him, but number 1, Walter was my Valentine this year. And that's number 1. Number 2, I drove the length of Canada twice without getting a flat tire, and apparently I did it in a really creepy black van. Number 3, I completed an Olympic-sized triathlon in under 2 hours. I look pretty fit, so I think that one's the truth. So which one do you think is the lie? And I know Ben introduced me, so I guess you're all going to say number 3. Number 1 is actually, in fact, true. I had the opportunity to meet Walter Gretzky this year, along with a lot of really cool athletes at the Vancouver 2010 Winter Olympics. I went through a program called the Samsung Mobile Explorer program, and they were trying to use new technologies, and I had the opportunity to go around Vancouver and give people a sense of what it was like to be at the Olympics, from someone who was just walking down the street and seeing people and getting a sense of the vibe that was going on in the city. So my business partner, Derek Smith, and I had the opportunity to put together a campaign that we called High Five Canada. And basically we got to interview really important people. Yeah, they had a lot to say. But it was an awesome opportunity, and the Olympics this year, I think it was one of the greatest Olympics I've ever seen, and I'm pretty sure that you guys can all agree with me. Number 2 is also true. And it wasn't a creepy black van, it was this really, really bright purple vehicle. It was funny because when we were putting together this whole campaign for a board game that needed to be promoted, we approached a toy company, and we put ourselves out on the line, and we said, okay, we have this ability, we don't know what it is, but we want to work for you and we want to do our best. And so I think they got, the company Spin Master kind of saw that we were willing to put ourselves on the line. And so we put together this whole campaign. It was a 63-day cross-Canada tour from Toronto to St. John's, back to Toronto to Victoria, and back to Toronto, and we didn't get one flat tire, which is quite a big deal, but we went to universities, colleges, we actually came to Queens and city centers, meeting people and playing this new board game. It was more of a one-on-one promotion that they wanted to have people experiencing the game rather than just putting on a television commercial and saying, buy our product. So we thought of this whole idea of trying to find Canada's fastest talker. So we went and just talked with people and played this new game. Did anyone actually see this thing on the road at all? You did! Where did you see us? Oh, this is my friend. We actually met him stand up for a second. This guy actually rode across Canada on a unicycle, and we met him in Cape Spear. This is really funny. And we saw him when we were here back at Queens too. Did you ride your unicycle here? Yeah, you did? Good. Anyways, it was funny because we were back in Toronto and we did an event at Dundas Square, and when I chose the color purple to make this van, I didn't realize that no one else drove purple vehicles. So we were in Dundas Square, and this guy came up to us and he's like, yeah, I saw you guys in Prince Edward Island. You were driving in a really weird direction, and I don't think you knew where you were going, and we were in fact lost, so it was... So that leaves number 3 false. It wasn't an Olympic one, it was a sprint triathlon. So I still look awesome. All right, so I want to challenge you today to unleash your inner superpower. And when I say your superpower, it's something that you're really, really good at. So for me, it was such a challenge and a struggle going through high school because I knew that I wasn't good at math, and therefore I wouldn't be an accountant, and I knew I sucked at arguing, therefore I would never be a lawyer. But I knew that I had this inner ability that was something, it was greater than what most people would have. It's like a creative ability, an artistic ability. And I struggled for so long because I knew I didn't want to just be a painter on the side of the road, but I wanted to turn my ability into something really beneficial for people, for society, and actually harness my ability and use it to its full potential. So, oh, okay. You didn't see that. So, speaking of superpowers, I just want to play another game because I love games. We're going to look at superpowers of some really famous superheroes, and Shay had people like Rosa Parks, and I have Donald Trump, so we're clearly on different topics here. But so there we have Donald Trump. His hair's blowing, and let's just say his superpower is real estate. There's a big building. And it could have been like money, 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 but that would be his superpower or superhero anthem if he had one. Peter Mansbridge, what's his superpower? Anyone? News, the national news. Yay. Then we have this guy. Does anyone know who this is? So then there's, we're missing some slides. Oh, no, sorry. You're not looking at this. Here's me. So I have this lovely tacky photo of myself with my mouth open, and I really don't like this photo, and it keeps popping up. So, yeah, there's me. My superpower is this inner creative ability that's bursting out with stars every time that I try and do something. Anyways, so when did I realize that this was my superpower? It started a really, really long time ago, and you guys all just got a really quick preview of that. But my parents were always encouraging me to do things and step outside of my shell. And it all started when, it all started with Halloween. I think Halloween is one of, if you would call it a holiday, is one of my favorite holidays because it's the one time where you can walk down the street and there's all these freaks out there, and it's totally cool. But for my family, Halloween was always something that we never went to Shoppers Drug Mart and bought like the little Cinderella dress or the Batman costume. My mom always had like a box full of construction paper and scissors and sparkles, and we would always construct our own costumes. So this is me in 1986. My mom did this, and apparently I'm a ray of sunshine. And if you didn't know that that's what I was, she had the sign, just so. And then in 1987, she still had this sign, so I'm a sweet little baby. People didn't know. And then in 1988, I was a little Dutch girl. My Dutch roots came through. And 91, I don't know if I'm a gardener, a flower or sunflower trifecta, or just a dirt on my face. I don't even know what that was. Anyways, so then I continued along, and this is all going out of order again. So I continued on, and I took this to a new level. 2008, fast forward a few years, I didn't have a costume idea, so I went and rented a creepy bunny mascot. And then 2009, I was creative, Canadian Collector's Edition Canada Barbie. That was hard to get in the cab with that, because I had to take it off. And then this year, I went as a small fry. And my purse is actually a ketchup package, and you could unzip it and take it. Anyway, so if there's nothing else that I can leave you with today, there's just three little mottos that I use in my daily life, but more so relating to my business and keeping yourself pushing forward and using your superpower. So yeah, number one, challenge yourself to complete one thing a day that you fear. Whether it's something really simple like picking up the phone and calling someone that you were nervous about calling, or if it's standing on a stage talking to all the live people and all the people here today. Yeah, number two, one thing at a time, but keep something big in mind. So don't expect everything to come to you right away. It takes a while to get there, and there's a bunch of stepping stones that you have to take to get to a place where you feel like you're being successful in your career, in your path that you choose with your superpower. And number 3, oh, there's number 1. Number 3, you are your own superhero. So you have to use your own superpower, and you can't rely on other people to help you get your superpower. Your superpower is yours, and it's something that only you can use to get out there in the world and do good for people and do good for yourself. Thank you.